there, my Battlefield friends and fans, welcome back to Battlefield 1. Today we're looking at the first DLC named They Shall Not Pass, which is all about the French army and comes with 4 new maps set in France, which you can see here. It also includes 2 new operations, 6 unlockable weapons, which you can see partially here, the support and the scout class at least, and you have to do some assignments to actually unlock them, and you can see what you need to do. And then you also get 4 melee weapons, 4 new melee weapons, a new behemoth, a trench raider elite class, and a mode called Frontlines. Among a bunch of updates, which I will mention a bit later, they added a scrap exchange, which you can see on the 3rd tab here, which with this exchange you can now use your scrap to buy weapons directly instead of having to buy battle packs. And here you can see a bunch of new melee weapons. But the updates caused a new bug where the battle packs take forever to load and open. I hope they will fix that with the next update. So let's jump into the first map called Rupture, shall we? And right away we see that this is a really wide open, but thankfully there are a lot of trenches where you can get some cover, and this is the first minute of me playing this new DLC. And right away I kind of discover something that looks like a sniper, and look at that, it is actually a sniper, and if I'm lucky I'm gonna get him, and he's not moving, thank God I get him. And we are trying to cross that wide open field, which is always kind of risky. This guy is completely oblivious, thank God, and I fail, but that's okay. So the first impression I had with actually every map here in the DLC, maybe besides the 4th map that plays indoors, which you see a little bit later, is that the maps seem a little bit too bright. There is a lot of contrast missing, and I don't remember that the old maps are like this. It just feels a little bit too bright. It feels like there's color missing. I don't know if that's just my setup, even though I haven't changed any settings, so I have to look into this and see, but I can see that it actually recorded like this, and you know, I can see it even like this in this video, unless there's something wrong with my eyes, so I don't know. Somebody else looking at this may be able to confirm that or not. So this map is very wide open, but thanks to the trenches you have cover, and in the middle you have this really big bridge here where there's a flag which you can take from below or from the top, and of course there's always a lot of gunfights going on around this bridge like you expect. But I really like this map. There's a nice mixture between houses, bridge, and trenches. So let's look at the next map called Verdun Heights. Again, we have hilliness, a little bit more hilliness, and we have a valley in the middle, and we have tons and tons of trenches, and one side of the valley is completely engulfed in flames, so you have to be very careful where you go, or you're just gonna die quickly in the fire. And again, we have a very sniper friendly map, and I'm failing here completely. And we have this little village here, which we had a really fun time actually defending this flag here, because there's a lot of houses, there's a lot of hiding points, there's a lot of flanking points. It's actually a really fun map. I truly enjoyed it. So let's talk a little bit more about the updates that came with this DLC. There are many updates. They did a lot of adjustments to the guns and the ammo and whatnot. But here are a few that I personally noticed. For example, you notice right away when you try to get resupplies that it goes a lot faster. They're actually 3 times as fast near ammo crates. And then they reduced the smoke, gas, and mini grenade ammo from 2 to 1, which is good. So hopefully we don't have as much grenade spam anymore. We'll see how that plays out. And then the ammo pouch is currently no longer resupply grenades, which further helps to avoid grenade spam. Yay, I'm really glad about that. Guys, don't spam so much with the grenades. Try to shoot people and show some skills, will ya? Anyway, well, I'm kind of guilty of that too. It is fun to throw grenades and then get a triple kill and stuff like that. I have to admit that. But it can be super, super annoying when you try to advance and the grenade spam just doesn't stop. And then for me, because I love using the crossbow launcher now regenerates all its ammo even when not reloaded. I'm very, very happy about this because it happens a lot to me that I forget to reload the grenade launcher because it takes so much time, or I just didn't have time to reload it because I got shot at and then I forgot about it. So now I don't have to worry about this so much anymore. And you can see me here using a scoped sniper rifle, which is the Russian 1895 sniper rifle, which I really don't like, and I really don't like scoped sniper rifles as much. I just don't do as well than I do with the ones that don't have a scope on it. But I really want to unlock those new sniper rifles, and one of the assignments is to get, like, I think 5 headshots or something like that. I don't know. I just thought I'm going to use it, and the new sniper rifles will eventually just unlock automatically. I hope so. So let's check out Fort de Wa, which is the 3rd map, and that's the map that I mentioned earlier, which is indoors. And I feel like here the colors are perfect, like expected. So I still think it doesn't have anything to do with my settings, which I haven't changed a bit, but more with the maps just seem to be brighter when they're outdoors in this DLC. Maybe they are just that. I don't know what's going on, but I really, really like this map. It reminds me a lot of Operation Locker because it's got this craziness and the flanking routes and the hallways. But it also reminded me a lot of Fallout 4, which, you know, if you've played, you probably would think the same thing. This just feels like a shelter to me. And, you know, even though this does remind me of Operation Locker, this map is not this elongated situation where you just move forward all the time into one direction and then back again and kind of push the enemy into one direction and then back in the other direction. This is more like a square. It's a big, big building and tons of entrances and tons of alleyways and stairs and doors. And I still don't know this map. You end up a lot of times just looking to where to go, how to get to the flag, and you end up in the wrong alleyway, and you're never really safe anywhere here. There is not really a way to just kind of hide, and maybe for a few, you know, seconds or so, but someone comes from, the enemy can literally come from any direction. And you wouldn't think that, but it is possible for the enemy to actually spawn trap you, because it happened to us, to my team. We were outside here and we lost all the flags, and all of a sudden we didn't have a way to get in just because the enemy was super organized and was just able to protect the doors from coming in. And I think there's at least 4. I mean, there's 4 on this side. There's probably at least 1 or 2 on the other side, and I see an enemy right here trying to hide. As you can see, he's desperately trying to make sure I didn't see him, and I saw him. So that's really how it is, and I love crazy indoor maps like that. I just can't wait to play a lot more of this. So a little bit more about the updates, or some of the updates that I find interesting. For example, the K bullets now resupply in 2 rather than 5 seconds, and there is reduced suppression by friendly gas and prevented coughing at low levels of gas suppression. I noticed that right away, and I'm really happy about that. Even though it was realistic, it was super annoying when one of your friends was throwing gas right at your feet and it prevented you from shooting the enemy and actually having to put the mask on and then not be as effective. So let's check out Sassuan, which is the last and 4th DLC map here. Again, you can see it's just absolutely bright. The sky is not even blue. It's kind of like some wishy-washy, whitish blue. It's just way too bright. Everything is just overexposed somehow, you know, like a bad photo somehow. And I can't figure out why it is. And this is just a wide open map again. that's very similar to the first DLC map. There are no trenches here, or barely any. I don't think there are any trenches here. There's this kind of castle here and a little town. But other than that, very, very wide open and not a lot of protection and very vehicle friendly. I did not have a lot of fun in this map. And I could say that this is the least favorite of the 4 maps for now, but that can always change, of course. So what else is new? In addition to the end of round scoreboard, reporting emblems is now possible to do from the in-game scoreboard as well. So yeah, that would be really, really good to report all those swastikas we still see and some other things, which is just unnecessary. And I don't know why people still do it. They just like to offend other people, and I'm really glad they put that in, that you can report it. So it puts a stop to that. Sadly, accessing the scoreboard while in-game is still very painful, as it takes way too long to access and open it up and then get back into the game. You really should not have to be having to get out of the game and basically miss on the out on the game just to look at the scoreboard. I feel it should be like some kind of a pop-up that you just can kind of overlay off the game while you still see the game in the background. That would be wonderful, and I hope someday maybe we get this, but we all have to give feedback obviously to the developers, or they will never know this is something that's bothering us. So if you agree with me, please help out and spread the word that this should be something that they should fix. And then you can now melee take down opponents who are using stationary weapons gadgets. That's very good. I've tried many times just to find out that the guy was turning around and shooting me, and why? Because I couldn't stab him. So we are nearing the end of the game here. I hope you enjoyed this little tour through all 4 maps, and I hope I see you next time when we hopefully have some great gameplay in either of those 4 maps. And until then, happy gaming. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Take care. Bye-bye.